Good afternoon, everybody. On this rainy day, we want to welcome you to the Chinatown Gate. I know Mayor Wu is here, and we want to thank Mayor Wu. We want to thank the City of Boston. We want to thank the various City of Boston departments for making this day possible, including transportation, including Public Works, Office of Neighborhood Services, and my colleagues in government that are here as well, in city government, in state government. And I want to especially say thank you to the residents of Chinatown for advocating to have signs in Chinese. And this sets an incredible example in the resiliency of the Chinatown community. And it shows that we respect this community and we treat this community with respect and dignity. And we're here today to acknowledge that proud immigrant community and the proud immigrant roots. But this was made possible by many, especially the Chinatown Residents Association. And there's a gentleman here right now, Mr. Wong, who is very active on this issue. And Mr. Wong worked with Mr. Yi. Many knew Mr. Yi, who passed away, who advocated for it. Henry Yi. And we also, another Mr. Yi as well, also advocated for it. He passed away. But we're here today to remember them and to thank them for their hard work. But at this time, I want to say thank you to Mr. Wong, who is here. I'd like to ask Mr. Wong if he would come up and say a few words. And it's Mr. Wong, it's the residents of Chinatown that did all the hard work to make this possible. So Mr. Wong, thank you. Mr. Wong, everybody.
Đại家好，今日大家都好高興，咁樣係一個非常特殊嘅好日子。
I'm really pleased to be here today. It's a happy day today.
我哋唐人街街名街道用中英文雙語已經達成。
We finally got our wish to have bilingual signs, street signs in Chinese and in English in Chinatown.
所以很值得我哋高興。
So it's a happy day for us.
呢個項目曾經經過好多年嘅申請。
We have been pushing for this for many years.
就係司長都係經過4任嘅司長。
Including the current administration, I counted 4.
今天終於達成了。
We finally got it.
所以我哋非常高興。
So that's why we are so happy finally here.
我哋終於睇到了唐人街嘅街道有中英文啦。
It is so pleasant and so happy to see Chinese wordings in the street signs.
但係我哋要記得，在老司長16年代，我哋就已經申請啦。
I remember during the Menino administration, we already asked for that.
經過4代嘅司長，今日成功啦。
4 mayors later, we finally got it.
呢度我哋要多謝原來提出呢個議案嘅2位老華僑老先生。
And I want to say a special word about our 2 presidents that have passed on CRA that have spent so many years pushing for this issue.
呢位就係余思昂先生。
Henry Yi
係一個余顯生先生。
Mr. Yi Hin Sung.
2位都係居委會嘅主席。
They were president, a chairperson of the Chinese Residents Association.
可惜呢兩位老先生睇唔到啦，佢都逝世啦。Okay.
So it's too bad that they're not here to be present to see this day.
但係我哋要感激佢，
We need to thank them
知道呢個來自不易嘅好現世。
for them to see that their hard work has finally come to fruition.
現在一個市長接一個市長接一個市長，到今天嘅市長終於嚟到揭幕啦。
So I'm so happy that we finally have a mayor that helped us get to this point.
在呢度當中，我哋嘅市議員威廉先生做到好大嘅努力，
I want to give a special thanks to our City Councilor Ed Flynn
不斷同市會，不斷同呢個市政府溝通，
that he represents us to be our voice in City Hall.
到現在市長啊，吳儀市長到今天嚟我呢度揭幕，
So I want to thank Mayor Wu to be here today.
我哋
to
多
help us
謝
open this.
我哋多謝佢俾我哋華人區嘅支持。
And to help support all the issues in Chinatown. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. I also want to recognize State Legislator Aaron Michlewitz, who's the chairman of Ways and Means. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron's a tireless worker and supporter for the Chinese community. I also want to recognize our other colleague in city government, City Councilor at Large, Michael Flaherty, longtime community leader here in Chinatown as well. Erin Murphy, someone from her staff is here. There might be other elected officials. But at this time, I think Mr. Wong said it best. We advocated for this for so long, but under the leadership of Mayor Michelle Wu, it finally got done. We're so proud of Mayor Wu. We're so proud of her advocacy in representing not just the AAPI community, but representing and advocating for all immigrants throughout Boston. So we're so fortunate to have the leadership of Mayor Wu who got this done. And on behalf of the residents of Chinatown, we want to say thank you to the mayor. And at this time, Mayor Wu, it's an honor to have you here with us today.
Thank you, Councilor Flynn. Thank you so much to everyone. I am incredibly honored to pick up the mantle and build on the work and advocacy for so long to be celebrating this with you all today. It is very personal for me. When my parents immigrated to this country, they landed in Chinatown in Chicago, and later on, when we moved around the Midwest a couple different times, no matter how long it took, sometimes it would be an hour, hour and a half to drive, they would always make sure that we would feel connected to our culture, to be in the places where the signage and the language could reflect that sense of connection and identity. And so this is incredibly powerful. For the residents of Boston, thank you so much for your advocacy for so long. For visitors to Boston who will know and feel comfortable and know that they can appreciate the delights across so many of our streets in Chinatown. And this will set the example for how we should be truly celebrating and lifting up our cultural heritage across each and every one of our neighborhoods here. So I'm so honored and grateful to be with you all today. 谢谢大家，非常非常荣幸能够跟大家在一起。I want to also just recognize that City Councilor at Large-elect Rutu Luizhen has joined us, and I'll pass it over to State Rep Aaron Michlewitz for a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. Real quick, because obviously we have a little weather issue here today. I just want to say thank you to the City of Boston for taking these steps today. You know, putting up signs, bilingual signs may be a small step for some folks, or it may look like a small step, but it is a huge step in terms of what we're representing and what we're trying to recognize. And that is that we are a welcoming city, as the mayor mentioned, and that we are welcoming of immigrants. But also, you know, as our city is bright, the future of our city is very bright under Mayor Wu and under all the elected officials that are here today. We also want to recognize what has built this city to what it is today and how great it is because of the immigrant population that that has made our city so great. And so today is a small step with these signs, but it says a large piece about what our city represents and who we are. So I just, as a state elected official, I just want to thank the city of Boston, all the city agencies. Councilor Flynn is a champion in Chinatown. I'm proud to work with him day in and day out. And of course, Mayor Wu for all the work that she does. So thank you to the city of Boston for taking these steps today. And thank you for having me.
Okay, remember, this could be snow, so this is good. I'd like to invite up Bao Lian Huang to say a few words as well. Thank you so much.
Hello， 大家好。首先幫我，唔使啫。OK。我好開心啊，因為咧，我之前咧係居民會個職員我做過，所以咧余士昂先生、余顯生先生嗰時咧，所以爭取嘅過程啊係全部知道嘅。咁今日咧其實除咗余士昂先生個仔都有參加，阿 Ken， 咁啊好開心佢過嚟參加啦。咁另外我要多謝。居民會好多執位都好努力，特別啲老嘅執位，好似有風啊呢啲，佢哋呢度有好多執位，佢哋都有出席嘅。
My name is Bilingual. I work at the Chinese Progressive Association as a community organizer. And I remember Mr. Yi and all the elderly, because I helped the CRA, how hard they fought for this. And it's not just the chair people, but the entire steering committee. And many of them are here today, all the elderly. That for a good 15, 20 years, they've been fighting for this. And a lot of time, it's the chairperson or the president that gets the recognition. But we have to remember, behind them, there are a lot of residents that make this happen. And especially want to thank also Ken Yi, Mr. Yi's son, who's also here with us today.
Thank you, Ken.
同埋好多謝好多居民咧簽個請願書，因為佢哋收集咗好多個過千個簽名啊！嗰時支持呢個。
We want to also thank all the people who signed petitions for this issue, and people really learn a lesson how we get things done here.
多謝。
I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you again to Councilor Flynn for all of your advocacy. I will do a separate media scrum so everyone else can speak shelter, but thank you everyone for coming.